E aí pessoal, aqui quem fala é o Flight. Vamos continuar nossa gameplay de Alan Wake. Hoje iremos para o capítulo 3. Vamos descobrir aí se aquele cara lá era realmente sequestrador. Vamos nessa.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You know exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
Aonde,
The
cara?
lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Ora, meu filho.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Vai dar sua conta, garoto.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
E você não tá muito
Rose,
bem
you
não,
have my
hein?
manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Acho que saiu um pouco da sua maquiagem na hora que você tava falando.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
And each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
Outra coisa pra ler aí que apareceu
She
foi duas
promises
jovens.
me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
E aí, amigo? Pulsando mesmo, hein?
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today?
Vai essa daqui.
Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First
Boas
refill is
condições, hein?
free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials?
Qual o menu?
Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours.
Lá. Hoje vamos armado mesmo. Coragem hoje. A viola tá ligada. Tá sem sinal.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
Mas o cara é parente do Max Payne.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Ou é parente do Max Payne ou é Matrix isso aqui. O cabra é bom, viu? Piano até de bala. Ó, os caras me viram. A velocidade aqui eu fujo já já, hein? Eita! Poupa aqui. Corrido um pouquinho. As horas de mais tensão.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep.
Começando a ficar bonito, hein? Chegando aqui o nevoeiro. Tá protegido da polícia, né? Mas do bichinho lá, camaradinha lá de machado, não. Aqui tem uma folhinha. Pegar spoiler aqui.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep.
Tem uma arminha aqui pra mim não, cara. O carro aqui tava assim, ninguém dentro. Over here. Pegaram outro policial ali.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Eita! E agora? Me viram mesmo? Ei, cara, usa essa luz aí do helicóptero pra me ajudar. O bichinho fizer foi me ajudar pegando o helicóptero ali. Caraca. Mas vamos nessa cabana primeiro, né? Vai que tem alguma arma pra nós. Olha aqui. Visão ampliada aqui do que aconteceu.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody.
Esse Wheeler Rose.
Hey, what you... Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc to take a look at both.
Tava muito distante.
Gotcha. You better get them here quick.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet you does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Ah, é? Olha pra aqui. Ok. E pelo visto eu tô sozinho nessa.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Eu tenho que chegar lá no lugar onde aquele cara tava, né? Aquele sequestrador lá.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Outlight. Ligar o gerador. É quebrado. O portão até sumiu. Vamos, vamos. Vamos, amigos. Ai, minhas pernas. Não acredito que eu vou ter que voltar lá naquele... Tem que voltar? Ah não, tem outra fonte luminosa aqui. Externa, mas... Deve. Ver se ela é forte. Mas... Pega leve,
It
né?
took me a moment to recognize the flashing grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
One, come in. Over.
Na de luz. Mesmo botão que usou o flare lá.
Breaker. Report. Over.
O cabra tava brincando, hein? Carro de polícia aí, tem em todo lugar. É, essa aqui eu gostei, hein? Efeitozinho rápido, prático. Tenho bala suficiente pra uma... Ah, não tenho nem arma ainda. Tô pensando que eu já tava com pistola. Eu vou tentar me abrigar ali, né? Mas na hora que eu chegar... Bicho, Na hora que eu chegar, ela vai desligar a luz, ó, quer ver? Não. Vou botar aqui a notícia.
Here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, helicopter buzzing around,
O cara fofocando aí
gunshots.
das notícias do dia. Ah não, cara. Que é isso? Vou ler meu manuscrito.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full.
Cara, sobrou o grandão ali. Morram. Já aparece uma reca. O cara não deixa em paz não. Olha isso. Venham todos de uma vez, venham. Não um por um não. Eu não posso ficar gastando isso aqui à toa também não. Olha o Matrix aqui. Já. Melhor nem demorar muito. Só pegar isso aqui e vazar. Que aqui os caras não dá pena não. Vamos, amiguinho, corre, cara. Por que você tem um fumante? Ainda bem que esses bichos aí não dropam item, né? Igual outros jogos. Eu ia ter que voltar até o corpo deles pra pegar. Eita! O cara... Portão aí. Pensei que ele não ia morrer com a granada.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
É.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run down, James Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Dude, please.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Vamos para mais uma fuga.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm.
Eu acho que desviar também gasta muito dele. A pessoa não sabe se é melhor só correr ou... Sei que ali tem um gerador, mas eu acho que não dá tempo de ligar não. Se eu tivesse errado, né, acho que dava. Vou deixar morrer. Deixar morrer porque eu teria que gastar uma granada só porque eu errei. Time ali.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Tá logo aqui. Pronto, agora nós podemos correr. Na hora que ele desaparecer, a gente só liga o gerador. Vai. Olha, speedrun. Speedrun aí. É, não dá não, né? Pelo visto. Eu ainda apertei o botão 3 vezes da granada, mas não adiantou. O cara parece que tá um slow.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was
Ele
going.
toma um slow na hora
I'd have to
que
lose the
chega
cops
perto.
and find my own way to the mine.
Esse aqui é sinalizador. Pronto, agora eu tenho uma arma. Ah. Lá na frente já tô vendo outro gerador. Vou dar uma corridinha desses caras aqui. O cabra só chega perto. Ah, o cara se engancha em tudo, olha. O cara fica se enganchando. Deve... Oh, velho. Por que explodiu automático? Foi isso? Usa, cara. Fez granada. A vida vai recuperando ali. Aquilo ali, hein?
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife?
Carona. Perdi o trem.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark ray.
Daí foi spoiler, hein?
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. That was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Morri. Eita. Cadê o flare? Cadê o flare? Já tô de nada. Tem que lutar até contra os objetos agora. Lutando até contra os objetos. Será que eu tenho que atirar neles também? Eu acho que granada de luz não serve não. Mas esse flare aqui, ele... eu acho que é bom eu usar um. Eu vou usar logo um aqui pra vocês. Eita! Eu até taquei a granada, né? Mas...
I hoped I could find a car from there.
Eu acho que eu vou começar atacando ali. Vai aceitar perigoso. Tá pior do que os lá do machado. Take, né? Eu acho que é o nome desses monstros aí.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Dá pra só fugir, né? Tá. Eita, mas essa seria muito difícil, né? O cara bota até carrinho de mão em cima de... Mas tem a granada à toa ali.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no
Ele falou ali, né, no manuscrito, naquela hora que viu um negócio em direção a ele.
Interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Lanterna mais forte agora. Ele falou, né, que vinha um objeto em direção a ele. Que ele ia tacar a lanterna. Colocar a lanterna, né, apontar, mas não ia adiantar muita coisa. O cara deu uma previsão ali. Lá vem. Lá vem, meus amigos. Ali é explosivo. Podia ter usado logo, né? Atira, cara. Vai atirar em cima de mim mesmo aqui. O ruim desse jogo é porque ele não tem mira, né?
No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Olha o tanto que dá pra matar tudo. O negócio é porque não dá nem pra correr deles. Não dá pra ir tipo correndo, atirando. E pra acumular tudo de uma vez. Aí ó, o cara cansou já. Acumula. Aí dá só um tiro no negócio desse aqui. Eu consegui mirar, né? Porque o jogo não tem mira. Mas pelo menos agora a lanterna serviu, né? Pra mirar direitinho. Corre! Quero usar um explosivo contra ele. Olha, se foi em vão. Caraca! Cara, não morreu. 2. Não acredito não. O cabra é bom mesmo. Vem, amigo, vem. O cara não morreu com dois explosivos ali perto dele. E é porque é tipo um explosivo só de luz, né? Light, you can hurt them. A gente já... Na luz você pode feri-los.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed.
Eita. Esse carro. Eita, aqui é um campo de batalha muito bom, né? E aqui não tem. Agora, pronto. Gostei. Vou ter que lutar contra um trator. Caralho. Dá a granada. Vou gastar minhas pilhas tudo aqui, não quero nem saber. Eita, tá difícil, né, desviar disso aí. Mas agora eu gostei, lutei contra um trator doido ali. Pra que esse carrinho brilhante ali, cara? A gente chegar lá na lugar que ele quer chegar de trem aí, você deve ter outra festa aguardando aí. Nada.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Isa, welcome to the Bright Falls. Bright Falls. Tá, né? Caiu o pé na estrada.
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Logo ali. Tem que ter muito lugar ali pra ir, né? Realmente dá pra ir. Lá em cima, né? Que lindo ver a luz do sol. Ver essas belas paisagens Eita, vamos de drift aqui.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
E assim. E na estação.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd tortured the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Mirror Peak, outro lugar.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Será? Acredito que eu esteja perto de nada não. Cobra só me enrola. Cara, eu acho que eu só usei ela uma vez.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And
Agora dessa vez ali o cara morreu. Pra desviar, será, dessas coisas? Apertando no time certo. Tentar da próxima vez. Ali eu vou tentar usar um flare. Lá dentro do outro vagão. Vou matar esse buraco não. Ah não. Será que dá por aqui pra cima? O bicho tem um violento lá dentro. Eu vou jogar um negócio lá dentro. Ah, bom. Só tá errando. Eita. Pisteco. E...
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Tem que chegar lá naquela casa, hein? Aqui é um campo de batalha muito bom. Olha o tanto de cara que já vem ali. A lanterna aqui é boa, ela dá jeito até em cara ali. Ai. Joga granada. Cara, combo demais. É muito lesado, cara. Pra trocar de arma é 1 ano. Pra usar é... Já usei um aqui. Vou usar esse aqui. Não tem ninguém? Usa, né? Vou colocar as armas aqui que eu nem sei qual arma que eu tô. Caçador. Pronto. Desligado. Agora aqui qual é a chance de vir uma multidão aqui? Ah não, isso aqui não, cara. Pior que não acertou quase ninguém aqui. Eu não sei nem o que aconteceu aqui. É? Tá bom demais. Esses caras aí. Tá com... vem brincar? Tira ali, cara, pelo amor de Deus. Lá vem mais, eu tenho essa picada deles aí. Tá passada. Tá no topo dessa cabana aqui. Cabe esses caras. Tá? Falou.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness.
Onde agora? Observação. Ah, consegue. Agora cego.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Começou. Tá vendo mais? Cadê minha granada? Ah, bom, os caras perturbam demais. Lá atrás. Tá jogando coisa. Tão chato, né? Mais uma.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand.
Tá. Espera que já tá passando de hora já. É só coisa. Não vou pegar não. Vou pegar mais balas ou algo assim. E aqui deve ter uma luta muito fodástica.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Perto daqui tá muita bala, hein? Com certeza já tô morto. Uma vida dessa. Ele quer que quebrar a defesa todo mundo. Vai direto, né? Vai pra ali. Controle.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
A pixel aqui tá enorme. Também morri muito, né? Aí por causa disso. Agora aqui já tem outro tipo de chefe aqui. Tô bem em cima dele. Mesmo assim ele dele em si. Vazio. Vamos. Controle. Yasmin, que é bom ou nada.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Eita, vou botar um fusquinho. Oh! Aí, só não matou por pena, né? Olha que bichinho educado, né? Fazendo o caminho certinho pra minha vida. atrás das coisas aqui. Vou ver se ele me acerta. Olha isso. Tá dando certo. Ficar aqui de trás, né? Ei. Pelo. O jogo tem ponto de controlar cada segundo, mas também se não tivesse. Eles botam inimigo aqui é sem pena, aqui já vem mais um monte, ó. É aqui não tem nada pra se esconder, tem a árvore aqui, ó. Eu vou tentar só correr dessa vez. Tem que tentar brincar com isso. Aqui tá dizendo que é safe aqui. Pra fechar?
I needed a key for the door.
É sacanagem, né? Tem pra pegar aqui, é tchau. Vamos já, tchau, vamos, amigo. Ah, você é fera. Rapaz, o cara não pressa, né? Ó, tá aqui. Isso que era seguro é porque é seguro. Carregar nosso pistola aqui.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Aqui eu vou ficar de pressão mesmo, porque quero ter mais balas. A bala dela nem gastei.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up. Birds. behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel. Nightingale could feel the locals.
Cheguei nas minas. Agora vamos ver. Tá bom. Essa presa aqui não é uma boa ideia, né? Posso passar aqui, né? Eu acho que agora dá, né? Ah, bom, já tem cara atrás de mim, parece que não precisa demais. O jogo tá dando delay que ele atirou até um no... Acho que essas balas, né? Aí pra não usar. Tá até o jogo.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Vai ali. Vai aqui também. Apertar alguma coisa. Ele não é. Tá bom. É jogo de paciência. Tá? É depois que eu ainda vou subir. Queria subir ali embaixo. Isso é uma lanterna. Faz que altura eu já devo estar, hein? Aqui o Monte Everest. Acaba tem força, viu? Tá a porta todinha. Acredito.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge, Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to come.
Voltou agora. Sei que eu tenho que subir ali no Everest de verdade. É aqui, ó. Agora o cara vai ficar surfa. Oh. Tá bom, tudo bem. Bora, cara, pega isso aí, bora. É ligando gerador aqui do.
Oh, great. Another cable car.
Do pai de idade. Meu amigo. Tá mais perto não, isso aí. Vamos nessa. Ah. Do outro lado. Nem dá medo, né? Rapaz. Não acredito, não. Vê aquela montanha. Caça. Vou trocar. Os caras. Trocar. O cara aparece aí bem na hora que eu peguei a arma. Bem na hora, não tinha hora melhor não, cara. Não. É não, amigo. Ah, mas são safados, eles ficam tacando esse machado de longe. É igual o Resident Evil. 4. Bora, bora, bora. Amigo. Ah, bom, o cara mal desviei dele e já vem de novo. De novo, mais uma vez. Olha. Toma. A gente mal desvia. O cara já tá colado na gente. Agora tá formando ela aí, né? A neve. Padrão Lake. Típico, né? Comum. Tá aqueles grandão. E dali vão ficar perturbando com machadinho. Vou deixar aí. Não barato não. Quer perturbar meus cigarros aqui, vai. Ah. O grandão não passar. Olha esse cara aqui. Só quer com machadinho. Só pega esses grandes mesmo. Agora vem, grandão. Sozinho, Vicky. Sozinho. Ali tem coisa, vou ignorar também. Coisas assim.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he...
Caraca, o cara é preguiçoso, hein? O que tem no torninho? Right here. Falar com ele. Esperado já. Que isso, cara? Faz espaço aí, cara. Olha os caras do machado ali, ó. Perturbando lá atrás.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! Sorry! Please, it's late! The boss didn't know who he was messing with! I didn't know! I swear I didn't know! We don't have a wife! We don't know where she is! She's probably drowned! We just said we had her to make him play ball, you see? To get him writing for us! Please! Please! Oh!
Fim do episódio. Vamos ficar por aqui. Com essa live vamos encerrar agora. E amanhã continuaremos o quarto episódio. Então, valeu por quem acompanhou aí. E é nóis.